Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds to 9 o'clock, including news about American quantitative easing. Bernanke caused a rally in risk assets following his statement to Congress today. The Fed boss warned that premature tightening risks slowing or ending the economic recovery there and causing inflation to fall further. These comments and the overall tone of the statement were interpreted as dovish, although it is questionable whether he said anything markedly different. He also reiterated his concerns about the low interest rate environment causing some investors to reach for yield. A short time later, the Fed released its minutes of its last meeting. These moved the market in the other direction because they showed that the extent of the discussion about winding down QE and how many members want to do so earlier than Bernanke thinks is wise. Some think the windback should start as early as next month, but without Bernanke's support, that is unlikely to happen. Markets gave up early gains from the Bernanke testimony after the minutes were released. At midday trade, the Dow was down and gold and oil fell. The markets are on a drug of QE and it doesn't like the thought of any cold turkey. In Britain, the IMF said that despite recent improvements in some indicators of economic growth, the economy there is still a long way from a sustained recovery. After 5 years of relatively weak growth, investment is low and youth unemployment is high. And the IMF says it is concerned about the risk of permanent damage. Borrow and spend more, it says. In Australia, with mounting deficits, they are back in the government bond market with a record $4 billion issue, and with it is a rise in yield to 3.47 following rises in benchmark rates there. Aussie sovereigns are rated AAA, New Zealand sovereigns are AA+, and our last bond auction was at 3.35%. The New Zealand dollar starts today at 80.6 US cents, down a whole cent on the day and almost at its lowest level since September last year, 83.3 Aussie cents, and our TWI now stands at 76.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.